Oh, excuse me, recording lady. That never happened before. Okay, I decided to record on that good old Zoom, and it literally says recording in progress. So then it freezes my Facebook. Wait, what's going on? It should not be frozen on Facebook, honey. Hold on. Let me make sure it's on. Okay, good. It's still on. So, real quick, as I was saying, our emotional health is extremely important. If you're not emotionally healthy, you should look into that. You should try to have positive vibes always. Stay positive no matter what, my people, because at the very end of the day, hello, beautiful Naika. At the end of the day, if we're not emotionally healthy, and if we are not living our best lives, then we could potentially be pushing people away from us. And I love positive people. No matter what is happening in this life, stay positive. Right, Naika? I have Naika on my right hand side on my Instagram. And tonight, I'm literally talking about this emotional health thing because, far too often I give so much, and some of you may feel this way as well. Naika, you may know what I'm saying. Yes, sister, you're welcome. You give and you support and you help and you make sure everybody else around you is okay, and you show love and admiration and genuine attention and affection to those that are around you. Sorry, let me get this real quick, guys. To those that are around you, because you want the people around you to be as amazing as you are. And then you find out that the people around you like either hate you, or they really want to see the very worst for you, or they literally could care less if you're dead or alive. And one of the things that I want people to be very clear about is your emotional health can really, again, make or break your relationships. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think that, as long as you're not super psycho or anything, then it shouldn't matter, and you should have very good relationships. Well, if you're unavailable emotionally and if you're constantly being negative, then nobody's going to be around that atmosphere or that vibe. And that's a real thing. So, for those that are listening tonight, stay emotionally well. Secondly, let me add this. We had, again, such a great meeting today. Naika, I have to fill you in because you're in New York City, I believe, or somewhere in New York, right? We have other events coming up very soon. After what just happened for May 18th, Haitian Flag Day, in Washington, D.C. and in New York, we're joining forces again, people. We are joining forces again. And I couldn't be happier because I see that our community is really trying, and we are a real force to be reckoned with. And once you turn your passion into purpose, nothing can stop you. So, very soon, we're going to have more events. I'm not going to say anything now because I want to make sure that we're all on the same page for sure. But like I tell everybody, and like I said today, George Floyd was the angelic force that brought us together in our community. And I am so proud of my people for coming together and putting aside all ill feelings from one another. And we were able to squash whatever indifferences, because honestly, they were not indifferences to begin with. There were miscommunications, there were jaded feelings, but there was no real issue. And we were able to accomplish so much this afternoon and this evening together as a community. Naika, I'll be filling you in. Welcome, Deborah King, my sister. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Aniya A Show. We're talking about emotional wellness, and we're talking about Haiti, Ayiti, Shady. So real quick, Naika has a great comment. Takes takes real love and peace within to bypass those types of emotions. Life is changing and some of us are evolving. Emotional attachment is part of our culture. Absolutely positively true. And that's why I tied these two topics together: emotional wellness or lack thereof, and Haiti. Now, the reason why I did so is because of exactly what you said. These two things go hand in hand. Haiti has a lot of emotional issues that it needs to deal with. And I'm not just talking about the land, I'm talking about the people of Haiti. Because of what we've been through culturally and historically, we have a lot of pain. But one thing that I love about my Haitian people, I'm not gonna even hold you, is how resilient we are. How we can take an apple and turn it into a whole apple pie a la mode, get us some freaking clam or cremas and pour it on top of that thing, and we are living good. Some people say turning lemons into lemonade. I say turning an apple into apple pie. I don't know why, but I love apple pie. And this is the thing: when you find a way to be happy or to see the positives in everything, no matter what's going on around you, then you are emotionally well. But if you always want to see the negatives in everything around you, and if you want to bring other people down to your negative levels, then that means you need counseling, you need help, and you need to get yourself together. You know, this past weekend alone, I was in a situation that I didn't comprehend. I did not comprehend that I was in the middle of a war zone. I did not comprehend all of the issues that Haiti has been facing. I still don't get all of the problems because I'm an American that happens to be Haitian, and I call myself a diaspora. And there are so many things I still don't get. But again, what do I love about our people is our resiliency, is our way to be happy or find happiness and joy no matter what's going on. And that's what I desire from all of you that are watching tonight, who will watch later, you know, who has the desire to make changes in your lives, because it starts with the mind. It starts with your perception. It starts with your desires to see goodness and greatness in everyone and everything. And if you could imagine a thing, it can happen. So, with that being said, let's everybody that's watching now or who will be watching again, let's try to envision positivity and greatness all day long. Let's try to stay as focused on the wonderful things that are happening in our lives as much as possible. Naika has another great comment, and so do my Facebook friends. Naika says, looking forward to hearing from you from text. Yes. Thank you so much. I am never giving up on Haiti. Thank you for saying I look great. Even though I feel like a mess, I just got back from the gym. I've been in meetings all day and ready for this, Naika, before you get off. For everybody watching, today I decided to do some laundry during the week, which I never do. I typically do my laundry during the weekend with the hubby. And we have a great laundromat down the street. And today I felt a vibe like maybe I shouldn't wear my jacket because it wasn't cold, but it wasn't hot. It was like in between or whatever. And then my jacket matches my pants because I got the set at Old Navy like last year or whatever. And I gotta tell you guys a story. So I go to the laundromat, I have the jacket on, I get warm automatically because of all the heaters that are on. I put my jacket down, ironically enough, and it was only God. I had both of my cell phones in my pockets because I didn't bring my purse. I just brought my wallet. And something told me to get my phones out of my pockets from my jacket and my little last $2 that were in my pocket, you know, to go towards my laundry or whatever. I had the rest of my money in my wallet. And wouldn't you know, I listened to my intuition. I got my phones out of my pockets. Oh no, I got one phone out of my pocket because I was on the other phone on a conference call. And I'm walking around, and by the time I turn around to get my jacket to wrap it around my waist, wouldn't you know, somebody stole my jacket. Somebody stole Aniya A's favorite green Old Navy matching with this tight pants jacket that I love so much. You guys have probably seen me in it several times. It zips all the way up. It's tight. It has the pockets. It has the thummy things, and somebody stole it. But here's the part. Here's what I want to share. And then Naika, of course, you know, you can definitely leave, honey, and we can text later, and I will fill you in about these up and coming events and meetings. Here's the thing I want you guys to take away from that story. I could have been down and out all day because I started to get so upset. I mean, I called the police and everything because somebody stole my jacket. That's like my favorite thing, you know, whatever. And then I remembered the positive part. At least I got my phone. At least I got my last $2 and I was okay when I remembered the positive part. And I said, God, you take care of the rest. And the reason why I wanted to share that is because you guys know that we are already in troubling times and we're already stressed out. I know, right, Deborah? Wow is right. We're already in troubling times. And for somebody to steal from somebody that they don't know if I'm going through a hard time. They don't know if I'm even psychologically okay. They don't know me from Adam, but they want to steal my property. But again, I chose to not be angered anymore. And I chose to remember that at least I got my prized possession, which was my phone with all my contacts and meetings, etc., in the phone. Gregory Roberts says, hello, Aniya. I was watching the House of Justice mayor's race. That's why I am late tonight. No worries, Gregory Roberts. I'm just glad you're here. Praise God for coming on tonight, as always. So we have a couple of topics we're talking about, but I had to throw in that story about the jacket because I find it very unfortunate when people steal from people. Also, Naika says, look at it this way. They love your style. Oh my God. I got to text her after because she had to get off. They love my style for sure. And I think they're going to rock that jacket out. They are. They are going to rock it out. And God bless them because I'm going to get another jacket. But I love that jacket. Like that jacket meant so much to me because, you know, I got that jacket and I've had it for a few years and it fits like a glove, you know, it's just so perfect. I think Old Navy had Aniya in mind when they made this jacket. Welcome to the Aniya A show, where we're talking about, you know, mental health, emotional health, and wellness. And we're talking about Ayiti, which is my parents' homeland, Haiti. And I just wanted to share that story about the jacket because it really bruised my heart today that somebody stole from your girl Aniya A. Then, you know, I got some bad news. Somebody that I love and care about is in the hospital presently. I'm not going to say their name because they're not like me. They're not going to want me to blast their business. But, you know, what hurts is, and I have to share this because some people are so emotionally tattered and just rude and mean. Um, Hi, Art by Fletcher. Hey, welcome, fam. It's so good to see you again. I'm so happy to see you, honey. Let me tell you guys something. Oh, and it's a year since George Floyd's death. Did you go to any events today? I know there were events all day. And oh, let me apologize before I share this part. Let me apologize to all the viewers and my friends and my fellow activists because I was supposed to be out all day in regards to George Floyd. Yes, I was. I was supposed to be out all day from 9 o'clock this morning to now possibly coming back home. And I didn't do any events. And it's not because I don't love George Floyd and I don't love the movement. It was because this Haiti thing was so big today. And I feel like George Floyd, again, was watching us from heaven and was bringing my community together. And that was like the best thing. Because let's be honest, like when you're passionate and you have a purpose, wouldn't you know that some people don't feel the same way? And I hate to say it, but you know, you can give all of yourself to organizations and to communities and to people, and then you realize when you need them the most, they're not there. They're not there and they don't care about the same things you care about. So the more I find out how people really are, is the more I'm staying away from certain entities and certain groups. Not everybody is like this, but there are certain people that I've devoted a lot of time and energy to. And when, you know, I needed them the most, they shitted on me. Like they were like, oh, your needs don't matter, Aniya. You haven't done enough, basically. And the devil is a liar. I'm sorry. I have my fan here, guys, and the air is coming into my eyes. So I apologize if I'm rubbing my face and my eyes like a lot. I know that's so ghetto, right? On the Aniya A show, I'm just like playing with my one eyeball. Anyway, what else can I say? So real quick, so that happened with the jacket. And then I got bad news that somebody that I love and care about is in the hospital. And this person has been there for me. But like I said, they're different than I am. So I'm not going to put their business on the street because they'll cuss me out. All I can say is just, please pray for this person. But let me share this. Let me just share this, right? Because me telling my truth is what heals me and is what brings me to a place of peace. Because I watch everybody and I watch actions and I listen to everything people say, even things that people don't say, nonverbal cues, verbal cues, physical movements, how people treat me, how people treat others, how people treat animals. I watch everything because that's what I studied, okay, in school, and that's what I'm passionate about. And, the person, shared with me that they were not feeling well, that they were in the hospital. But ironically enough, and I hope, the people are not watching, that this is about. But if they are watching, better for me, because it's best for me to put this publicly, because I can't fight people. I'm in the point of my life where I'm tired of assholes. I'm tired of people that are constantly pushing my buttons. So I got to tell you guys this story, okay? Because this is all about that emotional health and things like that. So here I am trying to do the right thing because I was trying to avoid a circumstance that would come later. Have you ever been in a predicament where you know how people feel about certain things and you won't verbalize it to the other people because you are in the middle of a circumstance, and because you know how people are on both sides, you just try to keep the peace. That's the way I am with family, friends, loved ones, you name it. I always try to keep the peace amongst people. So people can tell me something about other people, for example, and I won't say anything. I will keep it a secret. I will protect the parties by being the intermediate person and trying to help bring resolve, because I don't like to see people hurt and things of that nature. So here I am months ago getting a call that somebody that myself and this person know is such a bitch because they didn't reach out to the other person when a major catastrophe happened in their lives. So I'm like, oh my God, let me try to pacify the situation the best way I know how to. Yes, I know the other person is a bitch, but they're honestly probably not understanding what's going on or probably didn't see the messages. And let me try to be the bigger person, the caring person. And let me try to jump in the middle and try to help the circumstance. Y'all follow me so far? And that's what I did. I tried to jump in the middle and try to help the situation by any means necessary. And I did. I took care of it. The people talked, things went well. But what I didn't know at the time was how much animosity like people actually had for me. And here's the caveat. I actually like to learn when people hate me or when people could care less about me, because it teaches me what I should do and not do around them or how I should move. Fast forward, because a lot of us go through circumstances in life where we're being put through tests and we are literally having to pass these tests, regardless of how we feel. And so this particular person that I'm referring to showed their butts, showed who they really were within the past couple of weeks of how they treated me and how they've been acting. Just disgusting, just absolutely disgusting. But it's always been like that. And I've kind of had to walk around on eggshells around so many people, because if I lashed out, I'm the bad person. Talking about that emotional wellness, but I know how to balance it, whereas others don't. Fast forward, family, because you guys know you've been through certain situations like this. Here I am, always trying to pacify, always trying to be the person that jumps in between and tries to make sure everybody is on the same page and nobody is upset with nobody else, because I hate to see stressful circumstances that could be avoided. So today, here I am in the middle of something, knowing that if I don't jump in and catch it early, I'm going to hear it later. I'm going to hear how these other people are wicked, how they ain't nothing but bitches, and that they don't care, and things like that. So, what does Aniya A do? Aniya A jumps in and sends off a message, a group message, and I get the most disgusting response because here we go with the negativity. The person in question this whole time is the one that wants to go back and says stuff that Aniya A is basically leaving messages and trying to make sure that people are on the same page or whatever. I know this might sound confusing as hell to all of you, but I'm saying it because it needs to be publicly stated where no names are involved, because the people that may be watching this may understand exactly what's going on and why I'm doing it this way. But for those that are watching and that understand what I'm talking about, and you've been through circumstances like that where you know what's coming next, and you try your best, ready, to alleviate the headache, and then the same asshole that has been turning on you and treating you so maliciously turns on you again and does it publicly, as if anything they do is private anyway. Every time they want to lash out, it's public. You know, because I have had this experience for a jillion years, I know exactly what I need to do. But I'm just here to say that emotional wellness is key in life. And when you're not emotionally well, and when you hate the people around you that have cared about you the most because of whatever feelings and whatever issues you have, you need to get that shit checked. You need to get it checked at the gate, because at the end of the day, not everybody is out to sabotage you. And as I go full circle, I've learned people so well that that's how I'm able to do things in business. That's how I'm able to do things, you know, corporately, you know, in community, you know, when it comes to Haiti, because my Haitian community is out of pocket. And if you've ever been in a situation where you've tried to help and you've tried to be the person in between to alleviate any up and coming issues, then you'll understand exactly what I mean. Because no matter what you do sometimes in life, you're always going to be the bad person. People are always going to talk bad about you. They're always going to lash out at you. And you have one of two choices. You can A, fight back, you know, go in, cuss them out, or B, let them get into their own heads and literally let them figure out their own lives, because there's a reason why people act the way they do. And a lot of times it's because of unresolved hurt, unresolved issues, pain. And so, what I've learned to do, fam, because I don't let a lot of things bother me, is I let that shit roll off my shoulders or whatever you want to call it. And I let the person just deal with their mess, because they have to be accountable for their actions. And tonight, I had to share that because, as a part of the conversation when it comes to emotional wellness, let's be clear about something. A lot of times, people are walking around here with pain, with frustrations, with emptiness. And if we're not careful, we can either inflict more pain on these people, or we can help them see that they're the ones with the issues and they need to get it checked. Because at the end of the day, when you know who you are and whose you are, you can walk around more freely. So, because I know a lot of people's pains and I study people's behavior and I know behavioral patterns, I can let people know straight up what they're dealing with. And then I can walk away from them and not have any malice towards them, because in the end, it makes no sense to try to hurt people, because hurt people hurt people. And so when it comes to emotional wellness, when it comes to inflicting pain on others, we have choices every day. The people that more than likely are inflicting pain upon those that do them no harm, or those that really care, is because it's coming from a different space. in a different place, and they need all the help that they can get. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to shut it down for tonight because honestly, I'm excited about my future. I'm excited about the endless possibilities for Haiti. I'm excited that I have a great life. I'm excited that no matter what's thrown at me, I'm able to bounce back. And that's how full circle we can come back to the point of Haiti. How Haiti has so many issues that Haiti deals with on a daily basis. Haiti has the poverty thing, it has the kidnapping thing, it has the census murders. Haiti has so many problems, but in the end, Haiti has so many people who love her. Haiti is like the key that unlocks every door because Haiti had strong figures in it from day one that stood up against white supremacists, against racism, against killers, white killers. And the Haitian people of that day in the 1800s said, enough is enough, and you cannot kill us. We don't die, we multiply. And so, with that being said, that's the same attitude and the same resiliency that I am depending on today. And so, the more people that try to hurt me and the more pain that people try to inflict upon me, the more I'm able to see it from a mile away and I'm able to avoid certain circumstances. And my prayer for all of you is that you start to or continue to avoid certain circumstances as well, because you can either give negative thoughts energy or you can turn your negative thoughts into positive ones and into positive actions and into positive mechanisms to change your life and your future. Man, I love what I just said. So I'm gonna, go back and watch this video because I love what I just said. Honestly, let's be real. We have the power, friends and family, to really make effective change. So you're either going to let people take or get space in your head, or you're gonna take that same energy and turn it into something amazing. With that being said, I'm out. I'm super excited about the future. I'm super excited to know that God is on my side. I'm more excited because at the end of the day, even when I don't have all the answers and I don't have everything together, I kid you not, the doors that are opening up, the friendships that are being made, the relationships that are being built, all around me every day, it's literally so amazing. I can't even count my lucky stars. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, this is my workout look. This is me coming back from the gym. So I apologize if I have no latches on, if I have no makeup on. I'm drinking my lemon water. Hold on. Poland Springs should definitely endorse me. But I'm drinking my water with my lemon juice and I am feeling great. And for those that try to hurt me or try to be so negative to me all the time, you know who you are. Like, get real. Like, I don't even do anything to you people. I don't even see you in my circumference because at the end of the day, like I have such a great life right now, and it's not because I have all the money in the bank because I don't. It's not because I, have the brand new car that I've always dreamed of, or it's not because my house is perfect or anything. It's because I've been working for so long, trying to bring unity in our communities. And I've been, so passionate about Haiti. And I've been pushing and talking for so long about the changes that I pray to see for the people, for myself, for our futures. And these things are coming to pass. So, with that being said, tomorrow I have a really super huge meeting in Brooklyn. And I want to say that I will be able to still have our economic crisis initiative meeting because it starts at Ooh, 7 tomorrow. But more than likely, I'm not going to make it on time. Either way, I'm going to try my very best so that we could get the ball rolling because we have a lot to talk about tomorrow. And Thursday is going to be a busy day for me, and so is Friday. My God, my whole week is slam packed, and I'm loving it because God has given me strength to follow my dreams and to be happy no matter what. And my desire is for all of you to be happy too, no matter what. So, with that being said, it's your girl Aniya A. And I'm going to end us off with a beautiful song by one of the best Haitian singers that we have. Um, I love this guy, and he just recently got married. His wife is pregnant. They're about to have a baby. He's very good looking, but he's not for me for sure. Okay, like yeah. Yeah. So, guys, listen up. This is a very beautiful song that I want all of you to hear this evening. It's called Ayiti. With that being said, we're shutting it down early, like I said tonight. And we'll be back with more interviews and things like that soon. But for now, you're listening to Mr. Ben Ayiti. Get off of my carpet.
Haïti, c'est belle la mer, c'est belle montagne, belle rivière, c'est belle plage à qui pour couiller,
Rika
bel
Ben.
paysage à belle couleur. Haïti, c'est sans café, qu'à monter dans les matins, c'est sans la rose qui fait poser, pour plaisir qu'à bourgeonner. Haïti, c'est bassin blé, cascade Michon avec Sodo. C'est Acadé, la citadelle, c'est la bâtie à Marigot. Haïti, c'est la vallée, c'est Port Sali à Sabrico. C'est Mon la Celtic Macaya, c'est Mamlade à Port Haïti, son douce macos, c'est un point pistache grillé, son gigolet, bon poste, son bouteille cola bien glacée. Haïti, son bon brio, son bon fritaille, un bon tasso, son bon légume avec sirop, son bon tiri avec la Haïti, son bon bouillon, son soujou mou à piment, son bon cassave avec un bas, cap campé dans la casse. Haïti, son bon domweg à mariner, non bon sauce pois, son bois cochon, bon clé. Haïti, son bon café d'histoire. Haïti, j'ai jamais aimé. Maybe people yeah, when I'm in Haïti, j'aime adorer. Paguer un état de paix, moi qui t'aime. Haïti, j'aime aimer. Maybe people yeah, when I'm in Haïti, j'aime adorer. Paguer un état de paix, moi qui t'aime. Haïti, son belle musique, son bon à pied, son troubadour, son kata cérémonie, son kwashi, son tambour. Haïti, c'était au goût, c'est des ancêtres qui étaient pour nous, c'est là l'esclavage d'aboli, son tes liberté à côté. Haïti, c'est festival, c'est tisourit, c'est fête champêtre, c'est animation dans carnaval, c'est yon tisi les pages en fret. Haïti, son bon basic, son domino, son bon 3-7, son réveillon, côté qui est bouillon, c'est la quinquet tête. Haïti, c'est yon combi de paysans cap sec les la paix, c'est petit machin, yon cap descend, y'a le gourmet à la vie chère. Haïti, c'est Timoun yo kap revede yon bel avenir. C'est l'origole la kap descend, pa kon kote l pralade. Haïti, c'est un battant, un défi après tout janvier. C'est la boucle pour mauvais sang, chaque lonti la pluie fin tombe. Haïti, c'est sous béton pour qu'on la vraie réalité. C'est une qui triste, mais grâce à Dieu, c'est pas lui seulement qui a chanté. Haiti chéri, jamais aimé. Mwen vive pose tike mwen nan men. Haiti chéri, jam adore ou. Pa gen anye ka jan fè mwen kite ou. Haiti chéri, jamais aimé. Mwen vive pose tike mwen nan men. Haiti chéri, jam adore ou. Pa gen anye ka jan fè mwen kite ou. Haiti se yon maman ki kon sa yo rele doule. Yon fam ki jam, yon fam fanyan, men sil konen li pa parfait. Haiti se yon bel fam ki men sil pa san pil misè, li toujou fon jan range kol, pou tout pitit li toujou fier. Haiti si tout bagay sa yo ki fe ke nou remen, e menm si wout la long konen, nan toujou la pou kite. Haiti chéri ou met kwen pa gen anye ka fem kite ou, map toujou la pou chéri.
Hi, Mimi.
Music sa dorote, pap chan.
Kite. Haiti say. Good night, guys.